When I first started my photography business many years ago, I had some preconceived notions about what was possible and what wasn't. In fact, if I were to be totally truthful, I believed a few downright lies that kept me stuck for quite some time. And the more photographers that I actually work with inside our mentorship program, the more that I have realized that these lies are very common in our industry. So today, I'd like to go ahead and shed light on those common lies so that you can break down the barriers that might be keeping you stuck when it comes to starting your very own photography business. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bust through these lies so that you can overcome any obstacle in your way. Lie number one is that shooting weddings are the only way to make money in photography. Now, I remember thinking and actually being told this by multiple times by multiple people that photographing weddings was the only way to make a good living as a photographer. Now, I falsely believed that weddings was all the money was at, and because they were the only genre where people would spend thousands of dollars investing in. And that's totally not true. I actually have the receipts to back it up. But because I believe this lie, I spent a good few years running myself ragged photographing weddings when I knew deep down that weddings was not what I truly enjoyed. Now, don't get me wrong, I worked with some amazing couples, but I got burnt out photographing a few dozen weddings every single year after year after year. I got tired of not seeing my family on the weekends and missing out on my friends' bridal and baby showers. For the last 5-ish years, I've primarily focused on portraits. And you know the crazy thing is that my high school seniors and my brand clients invest way more in their portraits than my brides did on their wedding. Now, throw in the fact that photographing and editing a senior or a brand session is way quicker than a wedding. I actually make more per hour photographing portraits, and I can also have my Saturdays off to spend time with my family. Now, I am not saying you shouldn't be photographing weddings. They are fun, and yes, they absolutely can be lucrative. But photographing weddings is not the only way to have a profitable photography business. Lie number two is that I need to have a studio space in order to make more money or be seen as a legit photographer. Having a studio space is great. I am not knocking those at all, but you can have a successful business before you own a studio. Starting out, my studio or my office was actually in the storage room of our old house. You know, it's kind of the room that was stacked floor to ceiling with boxes of things that you would never use, you never go through it, and you never take the time to organize or throw away. It certainly wasn't an acceptable place to have clients in. So I met with my clients at their homes and at coffee shops. And you know what? So many of them were incredibly grateful that I came to them. It didn't hurt my brand at all. So the truth is that you can be seen as a professional and also still be profitable as a photographer without a studio space. Lie number three is I have to photograph on the weekends to accommodate my clients. Nope, not at all. Well, that is unless you choose to photograph weddings. You are the CEO of your own business. You can build it any way you want to. So build your dream photography business in a way that works within the family lifestyle you desire, not one that takes away from it. Sure, there will still be clients who want to be photographed on the weekends, but you can say no. I have designated weekdays for photo shoots. Very rarely will I actually photograph a portrait session on a Saturday. Why is this? It's because I value my family time. My clients respect that, and like any other doctor or dentist appointment, they will rearrange their weekday schedule in order to be photographed by me. And if you're not quite here yet, that's okay. Choose instead to have an off weekend every month so that you don't get burnt out. And this is especially true if you are a wedding photographer. Lie number four is I need to upgrade my gear to make more or charge more money. Now, please hear me when I say this, that the gear does not make the photographer. Having reliable gear is essential, yes, but investing in the latest and greatest gear will not directly translate into more clients or more money in your bank account. Back when I was primarily a wedding photographer, I had what felt like subpar gear. Multiple times at multiple weddings, my wedding guests would actually have nicer cameras and lenses than I did. And I'm not gonna lie, my pride took a hit, but instead of buying more gear, I chose to invest my hard-earned money into my business education and marketing. And that has paid off way more than having the latest and greatest gear. Lie number 5 is that I'm not good at marketing, or I'm not good at talking to people or selling or fill in the blank with whatever you feel like you're not good at. If you don't know something, that's no problem. There is 1,000,001 ways to learn what you need to start or take your business to the next level. And you, my friend, you are capable of figuring it out. Everything you need to succeed in business is a skill set, and you can learn any skill set you need to have the success that you want. All you have to do is find somebody who has what you want, and then you just do what they do. After all, the only difference between an amateur and a pro is their skill set. That's it. The pro has spent more time, energy, and money investing in herself to increase her skill set. When you increase your skill set, you increase your value in the marketplace. And when you increase your value, you raise your bookings and your income. In reality, this last lie number 5, all boils down to the I'm not good enough mindset, and it will get you nowhere fast. So decide now that your dream photography business is possible for you. And I'm actually here to help you and equip you with the skills you need to create a profitable photography business that actually blesses your family and not takes away from them. In fact, if any one of these or all of these lives struck a chord with you, if you are done playing the business guessing game, and if you're committed to success, I'd love nothing more than to help you actually get there. So much so that I actually wrote an entire ebook about how to go from a struggling photographer to a fully booked and profitable photographer. The ebook is called The Becoming Booked Method, and you can grab your very own copy for just $4.99. Go ahead, click the link that you see around this video and grab your very own copy.